Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today is February 17th, right? Right next to me, we have Dylan Smith making his MMA, actually not MMA debut, making his debut on my event, March 15 at the heart of San Francisco Keys Art Pavilion. Now, we are about 4 weeks out. Dylan, let's introduce you to all the MMA fight fans out there. Who is Dylan Smith? Where you born and raised, and what got you into martial arts?
My name's Dylan, and I'm from the southeastern part of the country. Came out to California a couple years ago for work. Started my MMA training in Tennessee. I trained out of the gym in Knoxville, and got my first 3 fights in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's really where I began to fall in love with fight sports.
Right. And how long ago when you start fighting?
I started at a sports jiu-jitsu gym. You know, I caught the bug when I was around 21.
No shit.
And then migrated to the local MMA gym in Knoxville, and then just kind of fell in love with it from there. So I've been doing this intermittently the last 6 or 7 years or so.
That's pretty awesome, though. That's pretty awesome. Now, you moved to Cali just for work. What do you do for work?
I'm a registered nurse.
Oh, shit.
In healthcare, yeah.
So you got a very good career.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Yes, you know what's the difference? People have a job or people have a career. You know, being a nurse, that's a career. That's pretty awesome. You know, you're helping a lot of people out. So also have a lot of knowledge about how to heal your body, you know, the whole
right.
yard. You know, that's a blessing, you know. Now, which hospital do you work at now?
Right now, I work down in San Jose Regional Medical Center.
Nice.
Yeah, been there for about a little over a year now.
Really so now you moved to Cali. This is the first fight in Cali. Now you're fighting Daniel Austin. What do you know about your opponent?
I know Daniel's in a very similar situation to me. From my understanding, he had a couple fights
years and years ago. It was crazy. Yeah.
Got back into it last year.
Yeah.
And now he's looking for a second fight.
Yes. And you guys have a identical record, I believe.
Identical record. I think we're very similar in age.
Yes.
And size,
Yes. And then he is a grappler. As a jiu-jitsu, I believe he's a brown belt. I'm not sure. So now, tell us a little bit about you. So you start off the jiu-jitsu journey. What rank are you on jiu-jitsu?
So I very recently got my purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Nice.
I'm much more of a, as far as the grappling goes, I'm much more of a, I want to say like a stand-up fighter. I do a lot of wrestling, but a lot of the wrestling is to set up the strikes, defense, and take it up from the bottom.
That's pretty awesome. So now it's look like we have a classic matchup: grappler versus striker.
I guess so.
Because Alan, I believe Austin, his last fight he had fought. I think he fought Ralph Zavala, and I think he's pretty much like trying to go for the takedown. He ended up got a submission, and Ralph is more like to strike, and then end up grappler versus striker, another classic, and then he has an upper hand on that fight. Now, when you're watching his fight, what do you think of him? In terms like his skill set,
as far as Daniel,
yes.
I mean, he looked as far as his grappling goes, pretty set up, pretty competent in that regard. I'd like to put him in positions where he's uncomfortable, so maybe keep it on the feet if possible.
Right.
But I think if it does end up to the ground, I have a pretty substantial ability to scramble and create.
This is you have a little upside because you're fighting in a different state. All the amateurs 3-minute round.
Yeah.
Right. In California, if you have less than 3 fights, you only can fight 3 2-minute round. I believe in on his last fight, did he fight Zavala on 3-3-minute or 3-2? I forgot actually. Is that 3-3 or 3-2?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
You have to see if they have the shin guards or not.
Do they have shin guards?
I think they did have shin guards.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he is.
Headgear.
So this will be the first fight for him to fight for a 3-3-minute round. But according to my knowledge, on a different state, you guys fight 3-3-minute round. Even
correct.
Yeah, and then no shin guards.
No shin guards.
Yeah, so that's upside. You already have 3 fights that is 3-3-minute round, no shin guards, and Daniel is going to be the first fight have no shin guards with 3-3-minute round. So we'll see how that is going to be affecting his performance or not. You know, that's going to be awesome. Now, when you're watching his fight, where do you see yourself have a advantage on him?
I feel like if we keep it up, I'll have a pretty big advantage.
On the feet.
At my gym, I'm affectionately referred to as a very awkward striker, and I feel like that fits into facing off against a grappler pretty well. It creates a lot of opportunities.
That's awesome.
I like to push the pace, and I'm not much of a point fighter. I like to get
Finish.
to the point. I like to get to the point, and whether that's good or bad for me, well, I guess we'll see when the fight happens. But I'm looking for not to go the distance, basically.
So now you're looking at to make a name for yourself in the Bay Area. Bay Area, I would say, is like a very strong, high competitive, MMA competitive area right here. You got so many MMA gym, jiu-jitsu gym, Muay Thai gyms around in the Bay Area. I mean, just in San Francisco alone, I believe the last time I checked was like over 130 martial art academy in the city.
Yeah, it's very popular.
And then that's just like in a 7 square mile. It's pretty crazy, right? And then you have San Jose, South Bay, North Bay. There's just so many different gyms out there that produce fighters. It's very, very, very intriguing for me to watching this fight. Now, I didn't have a chance to look up your fight, but I'm interested to see exactly what you're gonna do and how you perform on this fight. So now, if people want to get a hold of you to buy a ticket, come watching you fight, how can people contact you?
Unfortunately, I'm not very present on the social media, but I do intend to have a lot of friends and family come, and I intend to invite a lot of people that I work with, so hopefully I have a good show out.
Do you have Instagram?
I do not have Instagram, unfortunately.
Facebook?
No Facebook, not on social media, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, in the Bay Area, people don't have social media. You either a drug dealer or you like anti. I mean, it's
I'm not that
crazy.
interesting. Yeah.
Not interesting, yeah. So, okay, well, that's interesting. Now, so no way for people to be able to follow you or like, check out your update, fight poster. We're gonna make your fight poster today, as we speak. Now I got your photo. So, is there any other way people can contact you through email or?
Sure. If you follow, the fight gym I go to, Fightcraft in San Jose.
Fightcraft.
They're pretty active on Instagram. I'm sure they'll publish the fight posters. They have a pretty big audience with their team. They're pretty well connected.
Right.
And
Now, how long have you been training in Fightcraft?
I've been at Fightcraft a little more than a year now.
Oh, okay. So you're not new to the team. You are the team now.
Not new to the team.
Not new to the team. Yeah. Anybody that trying to train at a gym in more than 6 months or close to be a year, I think you are definitely part of the team.
I like to think so.
Yeah, absolutely. So now let's name a couple guys that is your main training partner for this upcoming fight.
So there are a lot of good guys at the gym. There's Marco's a big Thai fighter. I think he just made his debut a couple months ago.
Right.
He's a pretty good striker, so I get a lot out of that. There's Coach Lucas who does the grappling. There's a bunch of good guys I'm training with right now.
That's pretty awesome.
Help prepare me.
Now, on this upcoming fight, is there anyone you want to shout out to for your supporters, coaches, and friends and family? Who you want to shout out to?
Coach Josh, Coach Pat, they're going to be playing a major role. They're already playing a major role in preparing me for this fight. So big shout out to them for giving me the opportunity to represent Fightcraft and come all the way out here and hopefully get the job done. Everybody at the gym, of course my girl Katie for being emotional support. But yeah,
that's pretty awesome. Now, if Daniel Austin watching this interview, what do you have to say to Daniel?
I'm coming for you, Daniel. I'm just joking. I wish him. I hope his preparation goes good. I hope his weight cut goes good, and I appreciate him giving me the opportunity to fight him in March.
That's pretty good. Now, we don't know anything about you, and I'm very excited to watching you fight. For what I've heard from now, it looked like you're gonna be trying to keep the fire on the feet, which means for fans that don't understand much about MMA, this will be awesome for you guys to watching the fight because this is gonna be like straight banger, and will be really awesome for you guys to come and check it out. So March 15 is a huge stack card, over 20 plus fights on the card. So making sure you guys stay tuned. We have doors open at 3 p.m. First fight kicks off at 4 p.m. 20 plus fights. Pro card kicks off around after 7 p.m. So making sure you guys don't miss it out. For more information about this upcoming fight card, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. All the fight card layout, we are updating the website this week. So making sure you guys stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram, Dragon_House_MMA, and subscribe my YouTube channel. And for more info, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. This event is also live stream pay-per-view. If all your friends and family can't make it to the event, they can order the pay-per-view voucher from DragonHouseMMA.com. Now, any last word to all your supporters out there?
March 15th, show up because I'm gonna do my best to make sure the fight ends early.
That's pretty awesome. Now, who is your favorite UFC fighter?
I love Dustin and I love Ilya. I love those guys. They always put on a show. They're always entertaining to watch.
Ilya is the up and comer, and he keep calling out Islam Makhachev. What do you think of that fight?
Man, that'd be a banger of a fight. I don't know if Islam's gonna give it to him. You know how Islam is with like kind of protecting those title shots. But
Do you think Do you think Islam will win against Ilya?
I think if Islam can do it against Volk, he can do it against Ilya. But Ilya is the younger, more explosive fighter. I mean, there's always a chance that he hits him with a left or a right.
I think just because the size difference.
Yeah, and the size
The
difference.
size difference, strength different, but if anyone can do it, I think Ilya will definitely have a chance. I think if that fight ever really happened, that's gonna be a mega fight. Everybody's gonna tune in for that fight. Everybody, you know. So whether you like them or hate them, and that's a one
They
fight.
can sell that
everybody-
one easy.
Absolutely, you know. So now, growing up in what city you coming from?
What city was it?
Originally, born and raised.
I like to tell people I kind of moved around a bunch, but Knoxville, Tennessee is where I started.
Tennessee,
manufacturing.
right.
Yeah.
So now, when you started growing up, and the first martial art you ever got into is jiu-jitsu.
That's the first one I ever got into, like seriously. I did a lot of, as a little kid, like karate, and then I wrestled for like a year in high school. I never really had a passion about it like I did at jiu-jitsu originally, and that's kind of what started.
So that's pretty awesome. Well, we come from Tennessee, a year, been in the Bay Area. I can't wait to look at the Tennessee breed,
Yeah.
you know, coming to Cali and trying to make a noise, you know. So that's pretty awesome. Well, it's good to have you on board, Dylan Smith. I can't wait to watching you perform March 15 at Keys Art Pavilion. Stay tuned, guys. And I'm Zhong signing out. Peace.